Hey everyone, and welcome back finally again to the Three Strangers podcast. I am your host, Ryan.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Nick.
Nick.
Nick,
Whoa, can you hear me?
there's delay.
No, sorry. It's just we thought you weren't.
There's a gap there.
We
Oh,
thought
sorry.
you weren't. Well,
Oh.
this is why I go first, right, Ryan?
That's why.
This is why Bill went first.
In our
Yeah,
big break, there was this huge conflict between Bill and I, and he is just permanently second.
Yeah,
we get it.
I think we should put the rumors to rest. We were on hiatus, and it was all Nick's fault. No.
And welcome back again to the pod.
So good.
Of course, big shout out to Skippy, our guy. You know, he be doing the editing things, he be doing his rapping things. He has all of it under locks. He is currently eating dinner, but you know, he's vibing. Big shout out to Sam, of course, for the theme, and Nick as well for our theme. Boys, how's it going?
It is good to be back.
It's so good to be back.
Good to hear you guys. We got a lot of stuff to discuss.
We do. There's been so many movies that have come out or that we've seen in the past many months of our hiatus? Like 7, 8?
Yeah, we've had a solid.
Yeah.
This is our solid. I want to say this is a little disturbing. I think we've been on hiatus for 10 months.
Oh,
I really do believe somewhere around there.
Damn.
Holy crap! Yeah, life sucks. You know, life gets in the way. You know, but not anymore.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah,
we will beat life.
We missed this too much.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We will beat life, and we will make sure that we record this and release every week.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
What
goal.
Ryan said.
So to get us started, you good, Bill?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry.
Bill, you died?
Yeah. Now listen, guys. This might be my final
It's like,
podcast. Okay?
Every week.
We think said Ryan. I'm sorry.
Scrap the recording. Scrap the recording.
Sorry. Yeah. What you were saying? I'm sorry.
It's all good. I was gonna say, we've watched a lot of movies these past 10 months, as you've mentioned, Bill, and of course, in all of that time, we're only gonna be talking about 2 of them. So you know, we gotta plan this out pretty good. So, Nick, why don't you start? Why don't you give us your first movie that you want to discuss?
Well, so the first movie, definitely, it's not a movie that came out in between our hiatus, but I watched Psycho for the first time recently.
Oh.
I'm gonna come out here and I really want to drop a really hot take about this movie. It's a good one. I think Psycho deserves to be a classic movie. That's just my original podcast opinion.
See,
feel free to argue that.
You're so brave. You're so brave.
Honestly, the remake with Vince Vaughn is no, I'm kidding.
I have a funny Psycho story, but what did you like about it though?
Honestly, it's just I mean, I definitely, what's there to say that hasn't been said? It's iconic. It sets so many tropes. It's so successful at being mysterious and also not just like gory and just not like in your face gory. It uses atmospheric elements. It does really well, and then the plot twist at the end. Spoilers, I guess, with the mother. Which
it's all a dream sequence, actually.
Yeah.
He was dead the whole time.
And then somebody woke up.
I need that.
Gosh, yeah, it was it. Yeah, I really liked it. But I think the second movie I want to talk about is not a horror movie. So I don't know if you all want to talk about a horror movie you've seen recently. Because mine will be a bit off the grid, as they say, off the can, off the
off the goop, maybe.
Is that Bill's intro for? All right, so I watched the Goop Lab.
Guys, I watched the Blob recently, and So what do we all want to do? Go one at a time, or are we thinking? Do you want to say both of yours, Nick, or it's up to you, Ryan?
Let's hear both of them.
I could. All right. So my second movie that I'd like to talk about is the Bob's Burgers movie.
Oh my!
Yes,
God.
By that silence,
Did it already come out?
Yeah, it did.
Nick, did you like it?
Well, okay. So I would say, my partner who I live with, Jordan, she really likes this show, and I like the show. It's quirky, it's cute, it makes me laugh sometimes, and that's really all I'm looking for in a TV show. But when I kind of knowing that this movie was coming out, we kind of went down the line with like what TV shows have gotten to theaters and like done well, and pretty much the only one we could think of was the SpongeBob movie. And it actually led us to rewatch the SpongeBob movie before watching the Bob's Burgers movies in theaters, because we realized like every single scene in the SpongeBob movie is perfectly written. Like the comedy about it, whatever. It all like lands like perfectly. But I'm not here to talk about the SpongeBob movie. What I'm here to talk about is the lead up to the movie. So we were in the theater, right? Whatever. Yeah, we went the opening weekend. So what? We love it.
Okay, I'm terrified. Just gotta say before you. Yes, sorry.
So what's funny about Bob's Burgers is Jordan will like watch it with her arms like crisscross applesauce, with her hands together, like she's watching. She's
evaluating.
Yeah,
Bob's Burgers.
Like she's watching some teacher like read a book in class. Like that's how she will like find her sitting. And so I was really curious about like how she would be, and that's kind of why I wanted to see it in theaters with her, because I wanted to be like, how is she going to act in theaters? Is she going to be as silent and attentive? But before the movie starts, where there's like 5 people in the theater, and I get up to, I don't know, go get food or something before the movie starts, and this family walks in. And have you ever experienced a family coming into a theater and you just know they're going to be obnoxious?
Yes.
You just know it. They're loud, they're cracking jokes, and they're a whole family. Yeah. So they walk in.
Yeah.
So they walk in, and as I'm getting out, they walk in, and I'm walking down the stairs, and they're arguing about what seat to take. The mom's making a little bit of a big deal about sitting in a seat, yada yada, and then she says, "Oh, I'm gonna choose this seat right here because I'm gonna see Tom Cruise in full. I'm gonna see Tom Cruise from this seat right here, right in the center." Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Bob's Burgers movie. Now, at these situations, you can either do one of two things. You can tell them, "Hey, I think you're in the wrong theater," or you can sit back and watch.
Oh, fuck! I forgot about.
I leave the theater.
Yeah.
Okay, so I leave the theater and I text Jordan, "Hey, the family that just walked in thinks they're in Top Gun."
Oh my.
And then in my next message, I sent to Jordan, "I'm not going to tell them." So we come back, and now we're thinking like, wait, shit, are we in the wrong theater? You know, because like then you start to doubt yourself, like, oh shit, you know, what if we're the maniacs? And no, the SpongeBob reference.
Yeah.
So we look up and we realize, oh, you know what? Top Gun starts at the same time. It's the same. Yes, Top Gun's being shown at this theater, but it starts at the same time. So we're thinking that means that this movie is going to start the exact moment that Top Gun starts, theoretically.
So you gotta tell him. Right?
Who says I gotta tell him?
Oh, Nick! Turning into the bad guy!
Okay. The Bob's Burgers movie is this a comedy.
Is this Nick's villain arc?
Sounds like Nick's villain arc. Proceed though.
So Jordan and I are kind of in the back row. And yes, the nice thing would have been to tell them. But then I was thinking, how great would it be to witness this? To witness this experience. It is Bob's Burgers is a comedy after all. So whatever, the trailers comes on. And we're seeing trailers for Nickelodeon movies, and they're just not getting it. No one, they're going, oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to see that one. Oh, that one looks stupid. You know, the casual, obnoxious family thing to do.
But they're making comments that you can hear.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
They're definitely that stereotypical loud family. So then the lights get low. Movie's about to start. We get the opening 20th Century Fox, and it's not the actual music because it's Bob's Burgers, so they're doing something jokey.
Yeah.
Then we open up on the town. And if I was a bigger Bob's Burgers fan, I would know the name of the town, but I don't. So we open up on the town.
Burgerville.
And it's at the beginning Burger, sure, let's say Burgerville. And it opens with a musical number. In an animated town with an animated opening credits scene. And we and we hear, this ain't our movie. John, this ain't our movie. This is the movie. We're in the wrong movie. We gotta go. So they're all bumbling. This is hysterical. Jordan and I are cracking up. And there are 5 people. There are 5. It's a family of 5 or 6, right? Let's say it's a family of 6. They're taking up the whole row. And of course, you know, it's the reclining chair, so they gotta decline a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's taking a couple minutes. We're trying not to audibly laugh, but we're failing. Then 5 of them get up, and one of them stays seated. It looks to be the dad. They're all walking to, like, you know, the exit, and then we just see this exchange between the mom and dad, and the mom goes, "What are you doing?" And the dad goes, "Where's everyone going?" And the mom goes, "This ain't our movie." And the dad goes, "Oh." And so he got to recline the chair, get up. Best 5 minutes I've ever experienced in a movie theater, I think.
I like to imagine that the projectionist, if I may be so bold, the projectionist thought that family had found something so offensive in the opening of Bob's Burgers that they were like, we need to get our children out of here. Like, I really that's my headcanon, that the projectionist is like, oh shit, like, tough crowd.
Yeah, a tough crowd. Damn.
They really left at Burgerville? Like
we're 1 minute into the movie.
They start, oh my god, is this gonna be a musical? That's it, I'm out.
Theater kids? Oh, we're done.
Theater kids.
Musical theater? Oh god, screw that.
Get out of here.
So I've actually got
burgers. Oh wait, go on.
I've actually got a story that's very similar to that happened recently.
Oh really?
All right. So I got offered by Austin Michael and his family, which everyone knows Austin Michael on here. He was on one of the podcast episodes. To go see Death on the Nile.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was like, I would, but I was at grad school at that time where I attend grad school, so I was like, I can't. And So they went. They got their tickets. They sat in the theater. They sat there for an hour and 30 minutes
Oh
until
no.
a movie came on. That was not Death on the Nile. It was Moonfall.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Oh,
So instead
oh
of
my
thinking they were
god.
gonna watch Death on the Nile, which I said, why didn't you guys leave after the first like 15 minutes to
Yeah.
20 minutes?
Ah.
They stayed, I don't know. So they, instead of watching Death on the Nile, watched Moonfall.
Oh my
Austin
god.
Michael said that might have been one of the worst films he's ever seen in a theater.
I was just about to say, because I heard Death on the Nile was kind of iffy. I didn't see
Mhm.
it. So it's like, that's like, I was gonna say, oh, it's like, you know, like Coke or Pepsi, but it's more like RC Cola and like Bargain Brand or something. like Sam's Cola or something.
Mhm.
What's the IGA stuff?
Dr.
IGA.
Thunder.
Yeah, Dr. Thunder. God, what's the joke? Yeah, it is Dr. Freaking Thunder. That's
Dr. Thunder. Yeah, I think Dr.
yeah,
Thunder.
right. But that's screwed up on a lot of levels.
Oh my god.
Mhm. It
Damn.
would not have happened if I was there. That's
Wow.
all I'm saying. That
Yeah.
if I would have went in there and saw Moonfall pop up, I'm walking out.
Yeah, things would have gone differently.
Things would have gone differently if I was there. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Is that
I
a no, sorry, Nick. What are you saying?
so I looked it up on Google just to remind me what movie this was. And what people also ask, is Moonfall worth seeing? Here's the answer. No. The story is awful. It's largely a metaphor for the potential evil potential within artificial intelligence wrapped up as a gigantic ad for several companies.
Whoa. I didn't know that there was an artificial intelligence thing to it. I just thought it was, you know, the moon's falling into the earth. I didn't realize that. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the trailer, there's
I'm
like
more
a weird
interested.
robot thing that was like in the
Oh.
moon, and like a dude who's like, I don't know, who's trying to be like Josh Gad-esque. It might be Josh Gad, honestly. He was like trying to be him. It was like, the moon has an alien. I just sounded really like James Corden right there.
Yeah, that was pretty James Corden.
No, you mean John
That was
Bradley?
very James Corden.
The guy from was it John Bradley, the guy from Game of Thrones?
No, it's 100% James Corden. James Corden.
I meant in the movie.
Oh.
Not just not your
I
mockery.
hope that James Corden played the AI intelligence in Moonfall.
Oh.
And that's the reason why his night show was canceled.
I think there's a lot of reasons why his night show is canceled. Who could say? Who could say? That'll be our headcanon.
That's true, but we gotta ask Nick, how was the Bob's Burgers movie?
It was fun. Yeah, honestly, I had a good time. Although Jordan mentioned that it's very similar in plot to another episode that has the same antagonist and also like the bit of the same plot twist at the end. And the the episode was like 2 parts, so it was already an extended episode. It's just a little bit maybe a little bit darker and a tiny bit, and there's different details, of course, and it's not the same crime per se, but it involves the same characters. It's kind of like, it just seemed like a bit of a remake, like a movie version of the episode, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like a remastered version or something. Yeah, which I didn't realize because I'm not as big of a fan of her, so I had a good time. But
nice.
I don't know. I take it by your. I take it by your silences. You aren't Bob's Burgers fans.
I'm gonna say I actually forgot Bob Burgers existed until I watched The Unbearable Weight. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh.
Which was actually awesome. I don't know if you guys...
Oh, I was just, is that your movie?
I would love to talk about Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Did you guys see it?
No, and that's another one that I missed. I wanted to say.
It is.
That's the
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage, right?
Yeah. Nick Cage, comeback vehicle. Craziest thing I'll say about it, and I won't like spoil like big things because I know you guys haven't seen it, and just for anyone that's listening that hasn't seen it, but God, Nick Cage is so freaking crazy, and like just like in the movie.
Hot take.
Well, hot take. Well, he plays like almost like a how do I describe it? He plays like a fictionalized version of himself that's supposed to be the real version of himself when he's not putting on. It really is kind of crazy, in that regard. And anyone who is a Nick Cage fan really has to see that movie. Because they call back to everything he's ever done, practically. So, it's absolutely insane.
Interesting.
Wow.
I'll say this though. Nick Cage really had to watch out on that movie because he was almost overshadowed by the Narcos guy who played. Oh boy, now I have to look this up. The actor in Narcos.
Is it Pedro
Pascal?
Is it Pedro Pascal?
Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. He saved me the Google search. He almost got overshadowed in his own freaking movie.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, because Pedro Pascal as like he's kind of presented as the it's like a buddy movie almost.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much about it, but I'm sure if you guys have seen any trailers, like he's supposed to be like a super fan of Nick Cage, and oh god, it's kind of insane what happens. It definitely didn't need to be any longer than what it was. It's a pretty short movie though, so it's like 90 minutes, and I think that's perfect.
Oh,
it looked really funny. It looked really funny in the trailers.
Let's just say for no reason whatsoever. Well, if you watch the movie, you'd understand. But I really got to watch Paddington 2.
I saw a clip of that part.
Okay. Because just it's a small joke in the movie, so we can enlighten Nick and anyone who's listening, but. The joke is that they're talking about their favorite movies. Pedro Pascal's character is like, I love Paddington 2. And and of course Nick Cage is incredulous, and he's like, oh, I don't know if I really want to watch that. And they watch it, and Nick Cage is like, that was a masterpiece. So now I've heard it's actually a good movie. So,
this is where Bill goes, and my second movie is going to be.
Listen, I'm just waiting for my Criterion collection, Paddington 2, to come in the mail before I watch it. I want to watch it with the extended 30 extra seconds of footage and director commentary. Okay, so we'll get it. We'll get there. That's a joke. I'm probably never watching Paddington 2 unless I do want to now just to see if the meme actually holds up. But
I mean, if Nick Cage comes up to you and goes, "Hey, do you want to watch Paddington 2 with me?"
I'd do anything to hang out with.
I'd watch 50 Shades of Grey with Nick Cage. Like,
yeah, I'd watch like I don't even know what's the worst movie we've ever reviewed. Maybe Thanksgiving.
That's what I was gonna say. Thanksgiving.
I gotta talk to you guys.
That would be fun.
Talk to you guys about my other movie.
Yes.
I recently watched Leprechaun 3.
Banger.
Have you guys seen Leprechaun 3?
Oh, no.
Banger. One of the best ones.
He goes to. I agree with you, Ryan.
It's so good for no reason.
That's the one after Leprechaun 1, right? Or no?
It's the one where it's in Vegas.
I'm thinking Thanksgiving, aren't I?
Yeah, it's the Leprechaun goes to Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It is so funny bad. I think it might be one of the best funny bad movies I've ever seen in my life. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Up to every.
Just gives the 1 minute synopsis.
Yes.
1 minute synopsis. That's it.
Yeah.
I could tell you one thing. You never realize how annoying it is that the leprechaun speaks in rhyme. Until I don't know if they gave him like a lot of extra dialogue in this movie. It feels like he's saying shit all the time, and it's so annoying. By far the craziest death, though. And you've seen this, Ryan, right?
Yes. Which
Okay.
death? I feel like I know, but you gotta spoilers. Spoil it.
I'm gonna spoil this for you, Nick. I'm really sorry. It is by far for me.
It's okay.
The one that absolutely blew my mind while I was watching it was the TV death.
Mm-hmm.
Now obviously the woman who
happens?
blows up is insane, but that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But so I guess the leprechaun must not he must get a kick out of like how sadistic his killings are, because he freaking takes over a television. God, it's like I just saw it and it's like hard to describe. It's like he takes over the television of this guy that is like a guy, like an enforcer in one of the casinos in Vegas, right? And so this is like this guy's pleasure palace, and the freaking leprechaun magics pornography onto the television. And this guy is like, whoa, what's going on here? And suddenly, a woman, literally a scantily dressed woman, comes out of the television, starts seducing this guy on his heart-shaped bed, and then freaking and then kills him.
Yep.
With electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey,
what's up, Skip?
I leave for like a half hour, and this is what I come back to. But I'll turn my mic off now. Sorry, keep talking.
You're good, bro. I'll say that was one of I almost felt like I had an Office moment where I was looking towards an imaginary camera and being like, "Is this shit real?" Because I really was not believing what I was seeing. Absolutely insane, cinematic masterpiece. May I add.
And then you go to the fourth one, where it's in space.
Oh God.
And one of the deaths you have is a leprechaun literally coming out of a dude's dick. And basically being like, wear a condom.
Oh, so they doubled down. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that they doubled down on the ridiculousness.
Oh my God.
I also loved how the leprechaun died. But I'll people should. You really, Nick, should watch that. That's insane.
You should honestly watch the entire Leprechaun series.
You should watch a bad horror movie.
It's pretty worth it, from my experience. I've not.
You might as well.
I've not gone to the fourth one, but really funny bad.
You've got to watch the fourth. The fourth one is like the funny bad one.
Really? So it is even more impossible to believe than the third one. That's crazy.
Yes.
Damn.
I'm sold.
And the effects are so bad. It's unbelievable how it got made. Honestly, it's a marvel of cinematic it's a masterpiece.
You guys,
it's a masterpiece. That's.
Do you think that Jason in Space is better or worse than Leprechauns in Space?
Oh, Leprechaun Space is 100 times better.
Oh, really? Okay,
Nice.
because
Yeah, I think
Jason X just sucked. You know.
I will say I will
yeah,
give
yeah, it was
Jason
just bad,
X
like bad.
the one kill. It has the one ice kill, which is very cool. I will give it that.
That was a pretty cool kill. It's been a while since I've seen Jason X, but I do remember that one. Holy crap!
I'll give it that, but other than that, no.
I like this metal mask. Give it that.
Okay, the Mel Mask was pretty cool.
Was pretty
It's not a
cool.
good movie. Don't take this as, oh, we took two cool parts of the movie. It's good. No, it is terrible.
What's it?
So,
What's your movies?
I'll move on to mine.
Yeah. So yeah, Brian, what are yours?
So it's funny because my first one kind of connects to two different things that you guys have said.
Uh-oh.
So I'll mention.
Okay.
So Nick, you
Great.
talked about the obnoxious movie theater people. In this movie that I saw in theaters, I was that person. And Bill, you mentioned how he orders on the TV in Leprechaun 3 an adult film. Well, my first film is the movie X.
Where are we going?
Movie what?
It's called X. Came out this year.
What?
The X?
Yes, it's literally like the letter X. It's called X.
Oh, it's even more cool.
It stars Mia Goth,
Okay.
Jenna Ortega, Brittany Snow, Kid Cudi.
What?
Kid Cudi.
Yes, he is so good in it. Let me just get out of the way. This right now,
He's a good
X
actor.
Really?
is the best movie the best horror movie that I have seen this year.
Didn't he get a NAACP award or something for his performance in that? I'm pretty sure.
I think he did. I think you're right.
He got some kind of award for that.
I need to see.
Damn, I didn't realize
this.
he acted.
He is phenomenal in this. This movie is so good. It is funny when it wants to be. It gets really scary when it wants to. It basically feels like you're watching, which I saw this comparison somewhere, I forget where, and it's the perfect way to describe it. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Boogie Nights.
What? Okay,
Really?
I just gotta say, first of all, I really want to see this. Secondly, of course, it's a goddamn another A24 film.
A24.
Mhm.
They're
They're having a
everywhere.
huge year.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, this might be my favorite A24 film.
Wow. Big
Really?
statement.
That
It is
pretty big.
so good. And like when you're watching it and you watch the trailer, just as a general synopsis, it takes place in 1979, and it's about these people who are going out to make an adult film at like this old person's ranch, like this old couple's ranch.
Okay.
And
Because why not? Because why shoot an adult film anywhere else?
exactly, and like it was the only place they could film. They weren't going to tell the old couple that they were doing that, and it's 1979, so that's not it's not really well known. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
When like if just hearing that you're like, oh, it's gonna be like a slasher, mindless.
Right.
There is so much character development. You absolutely fall in love with the cast. Like when you think of slasher, you think of like, oh, annoying teenagers that you can't wait to die.
Right.
You love every single character that is on the screen, and you can relate with the antagonists, which I won't spoil. Which if you've seen it, you kind of know who the antagonists are, but they are so they're so relatable, and there's such like a big message involved with it. It just absolutely blew me away.
I gotta say, number one, not only do I really want to see this movie, I also learned that he has done quite a bit of acting, Kid Cudi, which is very surprising. I mean,
yeah,
it's from what I'm seeing, it's he's got a lot of stuff on television. God, I remember him on Westworld. That's crazy. Have you seen at Westworld?
Oh my god, he was in Westworld?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw season 1 and 2.
It was in
And then I like lost my HBO.
Did you run out of college deals?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. That was exactly what it was.
Sorry if I hit a little close to home, but I'm dealing with that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a weak spot right there.
I'm dealing with that L right now with Spotify and Hulu. Pretty bad. Things are
Yeah.
not things are not good. But you know, I guess that's an extra $10 that I can't go and I don't know.
And last
Spend.
thing that I want to say about it,
Mhm.
two things actually. So Jenna Ortega is in it, up and coming like Scream Queen. She is
Oh.
amazing, and she's gonna be playing Wednesday Addams in the new Wednesday series coming to Netflix.
Wednesday
Perfect casting
Addams?
choice.
There's a
Yes,
There's a series. Is it gonna be a
it's
series
coming out
just
to
for
Netflix
Wednesday
soon.
Addams?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be solely around her.
Holy crap!
Oh,
She's
interesting.
so good in that. She was in the most recent Scream movie as well, which although I wasn't the biggest fan of it, she is awesome in it. She's probably my favorite part about it. So up
Wow.
and coming, she is great in it. And second thing, before I move on to my last movie,
All right.
Kid Cudi has a massive dick. All right, so my second movie.
Oh!
What? Nice.
Demonetized.
Nice.
Demonetized. Done. We're done. Sorry, continue. What were you saying?
So my second movie that I chose. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain that. You just need to watch it so you can
I guess so.
understand, so you can see. But my second movie,
Yeah.
you know, I've been on a giallo kick, as you guys know. I usually post on my stories like funny moments from them and stuff.
Sure.
So
Okay.
I was thinking, I gotta talk about one, and you know, I thought about talking about *Malignant* because we never got to talk about it, which I loved. Thought about talking about *Last Night in Soho*,
God.
which I loved.
Oh my god.
Last night's
Good luck.
yeah.
And I finally decided that I was going to talk about a Dario Argento movie in the end. And I was like, which one? Because I've seen a lot now. I'm up to his version of Phantom of the Opera, which is notoriously really bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't
one.
think I've ever heard his version of being that good. Yeah.
So I decided that the one that I would talk about, because it's so interesting, is the Stendhal syndrome.
Stendhal syndrome?
Yes,
No,
this is
never
a
heard of
real phenomenon, which is why I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So, Stendhal syndrome is a psychosomatic condition involving rapid heartbeat, fainting, confusion, and even hallucinations. Allegedly occurring when individuals become exposed to objects, artworks, or phenomena of great beauty and antiquity.
Wow, Ryan, it's almost like it's a Wikipedia definition of it.
You already know I got the Wikipedia pulled up for you. You know I wasn't going to describe it.
I was just looking up myself. Anyways, so this is a movie, though.
This is a movie. So the movie, although it's called the Stendhal syndrome, isn't really about that, but it occurs in the beginning of the movie, and it kind of sets everything into motion. So I'd say this is probably in the middle for me of like Dario Argento movies of being good or bad. The worst thing about it, I would say, is it's CGI. It's the first time that it's actually the first Italian film to feature CGI.
Okay, and I gotta know.
Okay.
I gotta know, is this Asia Argento? Is that like I'm assuming granddaughter?
No, that is his daughter.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it. That's interesting. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I forgot that this is a 1996 movie, but holy crap.
So the movie itself is about this woman, Asia Argento, who is like trying to track a serial rapist and murderer.
Serial rapist and murderer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she
And
so? Oh, so she's a detective. So she's okay. This isn't like a
yes,
personal thing. Okay.
no, she's trying to find him, and in the beginning, when she's trying to find him, she experiences Stendhal syndrome
With what?
with
What piece of
artwork,
art?
like in a museum. It
Okay.
just kind of very general, and then after that, the movie becomes so uncomfortable to watch. It is it's unbelievably uncomfortable.
You know, this movie. Have you guys ever? You guys have seen Vertigo.
Mm-hmm.
It almost makes me like just the idea of weaponizing somebody's psychology against them. That's sort of what I'm getting from this. You know,
Yeah.
it's almost it's sort of that kind of almost situation because this when I'm looking at the synopsis here is that apparently he, and I don't want to totally spoil it for myself, but it looks like that's used against her, which is kind of brutal.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's rough, and content warning for people thinking of watching it. It does feature rape.
Wow.
Very intense scenes of it. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's as intense as like The Last House on the Left.
Oh God.
But still pretty intense moments of it. And it has a good like twist in the middle of the movie that's kind of unexpected. But the final twist is a little bit too guessable for my liking. So I'd say my biggest issues with it would probably be the CGI is god awful. It's really bad. Like I don't need to see like she like takes pills. We see the pills go like down her throat with CGI.
God.
We don't need to see that.
Oh my
Awful
God.
effects.
Oh, what?
We see a bullet go through someone. Like literally just trail like through their, and it's terribly affected. It literally the bullet looks yellow. Like just full on yellow.
You see, I personally I've had a love of bad CGI ever since I watched Jimmy Neutron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. There's another movie for you, Nick. Another well, it was a movie before it was a TV show. It was
Well, no, it wasn't to theaters. I don't think it went to theaters.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. I forget if Twonkies ever I don't know if you guys know the Jimmy Neutron film I'm talking about, but for all 3 people listening to this probably that understand what I'm talking about. But Jesus Christ, that's a deep reference. But God, what are so you didn't are you saying that this was not a great movie, or would you say that this is like should we seek this out? I guess is that what I'm trying to say.
Of the two,
would you recommend?
X I'm recommending right off the bat. With this one, I'd suggest other ones before probably this one. Like I'd say I enjoyed this more, and I'm just talking like Dario Argento in general. I enjoyed it more than Four Flies on Grey Velvet. I enjoyed it more than Inferno. And that's and I think I enjoyed it a tiny little bit more than The Cat and Nine Tails. Although I would say Cat and Nine Tails is a way better movie.
I've been meaning to see Cat and Nine Tails for a while.
It's pretty good. I'd say the best of like the animal trilogy he has is The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
Oh, plumage. I thought you said plumage. I was like
It's beautiful, beautiful movie. Excellent twist.
Wow.
I gotta
And it's his first movie.
Sorry, I'm literally writing this down as we're going here because I'm like in need of movies to watch. I'm actually, this is funny. I've actually been meaning to watch what's considered, and I know we're trying to close up, so I don't really want to watch it to a whole thing. I've been meaning to go back and watch what is considered the first Giallo film, which is The Girl Who Knew Too Much. I want to see that.
I've seen it.
Really?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's weird. It's a weird one because it has what you need for a Giallo movie, but it's just boring. That's my biggest issue with it.
Ouch.
Like when I think
Yes.
Giallo, I think of like off the wall bonker fun just being had in the middle. Like we have a killer who's just, going after everyone. We have elaborate death scenes, beautiful imagery, which we do have the beautiful imagery. We have like everything like the stereotypical Giallo. We have all of that. But I don't know. I'd say like it's probably one of my least favorites that I've watched.
I'm looking at a thing right now, and it says a tolerably silly but quite enjoyable thriller.
The best part about it is John Saxon. He is the best part about it.
I really gotta say, like, if I spent months on a movie to have it called a tolerably silly but quite enjoyable thriller,
tolerably, that's such a good diss.
That is a good diss. I think I'd lock myself in my room and cry for a little bit. I'd be like, holy crap. But what's it? I really gotta finish. I've seen Girl with the Crystal Plumage. I've never seen Four Flies on Grey Velvet though, so there's a lot I gotta see.
That Four Flies is very hard to find. That's like his lost masterpiece, they call it.
Really? Well, it's gotta exist somewhere.
It does. I was able to get a DVD of it by Shameless. We're not sponsored by Shameless, but it's a pretty cool disc. It's a pretty good. Well, it's a Blu-ray, but it's a pretty cool Blu-ray. My biggest issue with that, not to get it's just because we gotta wrap up, is the twist. I literally knew who the killer was about 5 minutes into the movie.
Oh god, it's one of those.
Yeah, and like it does a good job trying to find red herrings, and it has a likable character, but
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Although I do think we should have a Giallo episode. I would love that. That would literally make my entire day. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, listen, we'll put it in the freaking we'll put it in the docket. Now that we're back in business.
Yeah.
And that's an excellent way to wrap everything up. I hope everyone enjoyed. Like we said, you know which ones we recommended. So you should go seek them out. If I were to recommend one of the two, it's X. I don't know about you guys, which one you would recommend.
I'd recommend Psycho if you've never heard of it. It's just like low key movie. It doesn't get talked about enough. It's by Alfred Hitchcock. If you've heard of him,
who's that, Nick?
Really, he was just a guy. Came from the streets and
adult film actor.
Video.
Listen, aren't we all just some guys that came from the streets? Maybe not.
Yeah.
So I was expecting roaring
if you're a
applause.
woman, roaring applause.
That's it. I definitely recommend The Unbearable. God, movie titles. All right. Movie titles are getting too long. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. If it's not Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Anyway, see, this is why we need filmmakers like Jordan Peele that literally name their movies like one or two words.
One or two words. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's following Get Out and Us with.
I didn't get to see either of those movies.
Nick.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nope's coming.
Dude.
I know. I know.
Check.
That is something
Really
I'm ashamed of.
Get out.
Yeah, that's kind of why.
Get Out.
And right now I'm trying. Yeah, right now I'm trying to watch movies that like have become either classic movies that I haven't seen or like new age classics like Get Out. That I just haven't seen yet, so I'm trying to like add to that list.
Yeah, Get Out was pretty phenomenal, if I do say so myself. And I'm not even a big horror person, so
it is.
Great. It really is good.
It's great. But on that note, thank you, of course, Nick and Bill, for being here. Thank you, Skippy. We always love when you come on the mic.
Yeah, I know.
Speak to us.
It's like the voice of God.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what? I feel like Jamie on the Joe Rogan podcast. Like that's.
Can you pull that up?
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want? What am I looking for?
I'm gonna need a picture of Kid Cudi. But again, thank you everyone for listening. If you're on YouTube watching it, thank you for watching. We do not have our faces up this time. Discord's being weird right now. We don't know what it is, so who knows? Next time we might have faces, we might not. It just depends on what's working that day.
Bill has his cute little top hat guy.
That's true.
And Skippy has his awesome frog avatar.
Yeah, I drew that in college.
What?
Yeah, that was so I had to make a cover art for a game that I was making, and the game was Mega Frog, the Destroyer of Worlds. And that's so I had to, I traced over like an action figure of a frog in that pose, and then I had to color in everything in Photoshop. It was super tedious and annoying.
Skippy,
it looks great.
I got a lot of questions. I also really want to play this game. I also think I want to steal it for a band name.
Dude, you're totally welcome to do anything you want with the name. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna sue you. I promise.
I don't know. It sounds like Skippy wants to sue me now. We'll see. We're on world tour. Sorry. Sorry. Right.
It's all good. This is why I've missed. We go out on so many tangents. We're ready to wrap things up, and we've probably added another 5 minutes to the end of this. Like I said, it's not a Three Strangers podcast if we don't have our tangents.
That's true.
Exactly. But be on the lookout for our postings. Who knows? We might have a few from that we've recorded that never got released. They might make the airwaves at some point. Be on the lookout for a possible meetup in person for the Haunted House Part 3.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. I do still have those
things on the way.
I have the archived files, I believe, still somewhere. So
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll definitely be on the lookout for those.
Exactly. And until next time, remember
our Patreon. Sorry.
Our OnlyFans.
Totally just stopping.
And until next time, remember.
Go ahead, Brian.
Don't talk to strangers. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
So long.